Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Hoppier Days. And this one, I say it every time it's a special episode, but this one is truly a special episode. We're taking you back all the way to the 90s, back when things were just a lot better. That's not an opinion, that's just a fact. Things were just better. Today, we are trying 3 versions of the classic 90s kids snack, Dunkaroos.
Dunkaroos, Dunkaroos, Dunkaroos cookie and frosting snack. You don't just eat your Dunkaroos.
The first form we have here is the original form of Dunkaroos. This video has been like a month and a half in the making. We've been looking for actual Dunkaroos now for a while. We did get a tip, a special little spicy tip, that you could find Dunkaroos at 7-Elevens. They would randomly get Dunkaroos. And we went into a couple 7-Elevens looking and asking about these. We were told that they get Dunkaroos in special shipments and that they would be gone the same day they came in. We looked on Amazon, $18 for a 2-pack of those. No, that's not happening. So eventually one day we stumbled across them on Walmart.com and bought a box of them. While we were debating on what we could do instead of getting actual Dunkaroos, we thought, why not make them? So what we have here is homemade Dunkaroos made specially by Al. And then lastly, we have what I think might be the best version of Dunkaroos, is a beer version. This beer is called Dunkabroos by Martin House Brewing in Fort Worth, Texas. The beer fairy Angelica once again waved her wand and sprinkled some magic and sent me a Dunkabroos beer. You gonna beat that can label? I don't think you are. You might as well all just give up. So in order to determine which is the best form of Dunkaroo, I'm gonna employ some help from Allison to help me blind taste test these to know really which one is the best. So,
far out.
I remember them being bigger. They're also in the shape of kangaroo
Yeah,
fruits.
I thought they were kangaroo shaped. I wonder if there's sprinkles in it. Do you think there could be? No.
This is Dunkabroos, ale with cookies, vanilla cream, and sprinkles. 8% alcohol by volume.
My mood ring just changed colors.
Oh,
What?
some chunks fell out.
Are they sprinkles? Or is that the cookie? What is that?
I think that's the cookie, or
Wait, there's actual cookie in it?
I mean, they must brew it with the cookie, or that's just like spent yeast.
Ew!
Let's stop tickling the priest, and we should probably get this blindfolded taste test underway.
Do you want them dunked? Pre-dunked?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you wanted to dunk them first.
Oh, no, you dunk them for me.
Okay.
I'm just a mouth. Just use me as a mouth.
Are you ready? The blind taste test is about to begin. That one was good. Tasted a little dark. It could have possibly been the Dunkabroos. Frosting's very good on it.
Are you ready?
Wow! That one is very, very sweet. Sweeter than the first one you gave me, which leads me to believe it's the factory-produced real Dunkaroos. Funfetti. Tastes like Funfetti. I have no idea what order they were in. My favorite, probably the third one.
The third one?
Mm-hmm. It was light, crispy, airy, and then also you could really taste the frosting, and the frosting tasted like Funfetti, which... So
how was the airiness and crispiness of the second one?
I was kind of wet, which I believe to be one of these two. I would guess the first one I had was the Dunkabroos. The second one I had was the real Dunkaroos. And then the third, since it was by far the best, has to be the homemade.
You got it right.
Completely right. Yes!
That's a good taste.
I remember the commercials very, very well, actually. The commercials had the kangaroo, and he was asking all these kids, how do you Dunkaroo?
So how do you do your Dunkaroos?
Super duper deep dunk.
If you want to know how I Dunkaroo now, it's more of it's a drunkaroo, I would say. Let's get down to what people are here for. Our actual review of, I keep wanting to call it Miller's. Martin House Brewing Company, Fort Worth, Texas. They had the... Do you have a question?
Why is mine separated?
This can only go well.
Let's try this.
Let's try this.
Do we sniff it first?
Yeah.
Oh, it smells like...
It kind of got a vanilla.
Vanilla.
Yeah, vanilla smell. It's so sweet.
It's got a very strong alcohol taste to it.
There is booze there, and it kind of has a caramel taste to it or something.
Yeah. It is very sweet too, though.
It's so sweet.
Like, vanilla extract smells really vanilla-y, and then if you taste it, it's like very alcohol-y. It kind of tastes like
Yeah.
this, but this has more sweetness.
I wouldn't be surprised if they just put vanilla in it to simulate the vanilla cream. It looks lighter than it actually tastes. It seems almost thicker.
Mine still has like, it's
Yeah.
all like separated. Is yours like that?
It's got all the chunks floating in it.
Is that cookie?
It's gotta be. It's so bizarre. You could never give this to someone and then be like, oh my god! This reminds me of the 90s. This reminds me of when I would be home alone, sitting in front of my television. My dad would be gone for weeks at a time. My mom would be out every night, never knowing when I'd come home, but she would leave me out some chicken nuggets shaped in dinosaurs, and then for a side, she would give me Dunkaroos. This beer tastes exactly like Dunkaroos. No one would ever say that. They would say, wow, this beer is really sweet, and it kind of tastes a little bit like vanilla booze.
Yeah.
The reason a beer like this is going to sell out is the power of the branding and like the concept. The beer itself isn't like outstanding. So much of the beer snob, craft beer seekers in America are like people in their late 20s, early 30s, you know, are finally starting their careers. They have some money to spend fucking $25 on a 4-pack. I don't know if that's really accurate, if that's how much it costs. There's nothing that a 90s kid loves more than nostalgia. And that, how can you beat it besides Dunkaroos? Like, it's the perfect idea. As a beer itself, 62 out of 100.
I think that's a good score. I'm going to go 57.
Tickled you a little less.
I just don't like the chunks.
Well, finish the last. You don't even taste the chunks. Like, I mean, you don't feel them. You don't feel the chunks.
Feel the chunks.
You don't. I swear to God. Hey, just try. Give it a try. You don't even feel the chunks. This has been another episode of Hoppier Days, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, share the video with other people. It really helps me out. Leave a comment. Every Friday night we do a live stream trivia where you can ring in answers and the winner always gets a prize. Please tune in to that. We're thinking this week's trivia might have a prize that you 90s kids might really enjoy. Well, that's it.
The roos have all been dunked. Vote, vote, vote.